bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's taken down. Chiefs sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carr. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Buddy Johnson there on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least,
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Mahomes now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes
gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
45.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He's going to let this one go deep.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Carr.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd down and 3.
Now Carr.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From just shy of midfield, Carr. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
The Carr's throw complete here on target to Tonyan. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cameron Jordan, his 2nd sack of the night. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 61 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gray. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them, or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach. And
this is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as time expires in the first half, and the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver, because remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Etienne. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On play action, now Carr. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a play fake. Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, Say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him. Hey, we'll get him next.
He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 26. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Moore.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. Carr. Escaping the pressure right.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Carr going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Carr now on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that'll back him up 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Now Carr. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the counter, Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Etienne, 34 yards. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 20.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the 27, Carr. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Carr now on first down. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Carr. Pass complete, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Raiders.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now it's Mahomes again. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Chiefs, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.